Hey everybody, welcome to the You Can't Eat the Craft Room.
Ian practiced that joke.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Okay, here. Sorry, we had it all set up,
Yeah, we got a nice little fire going on outside, but
and then
it's pretty windy,
Yeah.
which makes, audio horrible.
that is the one thing that I have no patience for.
So we're up in
No.
our craft room. Our office slash craft room, which has almost zero office to it. It's almost all fabric.
That's not true. All of your office stuff is in this craft room.
There's my office phone over there.
Clearly.
Yeah, Serena's going for the gag. It's my office phone.
Bring. Hello. I have some important businessing to do.
That was my garage phone growing up at my family house.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool. I definitely want to hook it up with the typewriter and make the old timey office space.
We don't have a landline though, so.
Hey everybody. We've been busy the last bunch of days.
Yeah, we definitely been having a busy week.
The ground got tilled in what's going to be the farming area this year, which will eventually be our garden space, but right now farm space. And so we got that tilled in and picked some bunch of rocks out.
I don't even know, like, because we've been filming a bunch of footage for sharing, but we haven't gotten to the point that we've edited the videos yet. But I don't even know where we were this time last week.
Yeah.
Like I don't. So we finished
not
our
as far,
greenhouse.
farther.
Definitely not as far.
Okay.
We finished our greenhouse, and I don't even know if we have had that. Well, almost.
We have to do
We've
the wall
almost
outside.
finished the greenhouse, but yeah, it's. I went from feeling very not ready, very like behind on my timeline, to feeling pretty good about where we're at. Oh, sorry. 1 second, guys. Notifications getting thrown at me. Yeah, I'm feeling back on schedule.
Yeah.
For farming.
You also realize.
Yeah. Okay. So I also, because our farmers market begins it's the first Friday of June. So I was like, oh, I gotta be ready for June 1st. And then I went and I actually looked at the calendar, and the first farmers market is like June 6th or something. Like it just. The first is a Saturday, so we have a whole extra week.
It was the better part of a week.
Yeah.
That you get kind of added to your timeline that
Yeah.
you hadn't realized.
So I felt like I was behind by a week, and now I'm perfectly on time.
Yep. Falling forward, that's what I call our thing.
I don't know, it went from winter to spring here, like super fast. Like I think last week we still had some snow, and at this point snow's completely gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been nice. Snow's completely gone, and the weather's been pleasant, been outside. Everyone's been making sure to wear their hats and things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. Extra time, definitely. I could use a few more extra weeks, but
this year is just kind of like the trial run for farming. We're not expecting to, make a living off of it this year, but after a couple years of it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, like for me, it's very low commitment for the farming that we're gonna do this year. Like my farm plan for me feels very, very reasonable, and the amount that we're hoping to sell feels reasonable. And it also doesn't seem like we're trying to do like this big, huge, crazy job. Sorry, I thought our kids are downstairs watching a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like
we haven't expected too much, so hopefully we can meet those lowered expectations.
Yeah, I have very low expectations and plans to match it. Mm-hmm. So I feel confident.
Yep.
Without having done anything, I still feel confident.
We're gonna have some pretty big changes just in the next week.
Yeah,
because all I'm going to be doing the tool bench, which is something I've been waiting for a long time in the shop.
Yeah, that's another, like, we had a friend come out
Well,
because,
that's the electricity.
yeah,
So combined with the tool bench is like putting a bunch of lighting out in the shop because the shop basically doesn't have any lighting now, so you can't use it outside of the daytime. And lighting outside, which will light up the yard area, so we can have some like nighttime workspace out there. And then yeah, like the tool bench, which will be like a big chunk of storage. And then
yeah. I mean, so what Ian means by that is like the barn reno that we're doing. We emptied it, like we have 1,000 square feet of garbage just piled up. And I'm sure you guys, if you've seen some of those videos, you've seen like all the mess that we have because we had to empty out the garage space to be able to reno it.
yeah, and the
And
previous owners had left a ton of stuff.
yeah, and Ian had an entire garage worth of stuff
Yeah.
too. And so now it's pretty much to the point that we can start moving stuff back in, but to have a space to put that stuff that we're moving back in, Ian wants to build like a workbench space,
Yeah.
just for like for storage.
And for like a work table type area, but also like I'll be able to put all the tools away and I'll be able to sort through all the, like random paint cans and all the other stuff. I'll have space to finally sort through that stuff and I
Yeah.
can start
We can find
emptying
what's
out the living
garbage and
space.
get rid of garbage.
Yeah.
We can find the like the quadruples and like winnow it down to just like triples of everything.
We are interested in maybe getting woofers coming out to visit this summer.
Oh, that was the thing.
And
That's the internet thing that we're supposed to do.
oh yeah. And so we need a place for them to live. And
yeah, if any of you guys want to come and work at our place, we go check the description, shoot us an email because we have company shovels and we're hoping to have a spot to have guests.
Yeah.
So come and woof at our place. But yeah, we're hoping to put ourselves up on the website too. Basically,
Yeah.
we're starting a commune.
We've
That's
talked
what
about
we're
it for
saying. We're
years,
starting
yeah.
a commune. It's official.
Yep. So that'll be awesome. That'll open up a lot of new projects. Just being able to open up that floor space because there's an endless reno to do on the living space of the outbuilding as well. So
Yeah, so some backstory on our barn to give the whole thing a bit more context. Is we have a 2,000 square foot outbuilding that half of it was already like one bedroom suite. So it has like a bathroom, it has a bedroom, and then it has this big open space
area.
it has like a kitchen in it, but we are not really allowed to have kitchens for our zoning. But so there's some stuff going on there.
yeah,
And then the other half, the other 1,000 square feet of the building was like just dirt floor, horse barn type stuff. And so we converted that into the garage, which is like us talking about like the shop and stuff like that. And so that was like our big project because we wanted to get that done because there's a bunch of things that we're going to be doing. Like our cooler for storing all of our farm produce is going in there, as well as just like our tools and everything. Like we needed a garage for storage as well as doing some of the farming stuff.
yeah,
But so like what Ian's kind of talking about there is like at this point it's just chaos in the one bedroom suite. Like if when I'm in my seedling room, that's like the bathroom in there. And then we have the bedroom that's just like it's stacked. Like you can't even walk in there. It's just
The bedroom-
we literally dumped everything.
the bedroom you can't even like walk on the
Yeah.
floor. There's a few footpaths that I've like cleared to maybe get to a corner.
Yeah, like
But-
so Ian can do that, but like no, like it's
Yeah, you're also
Yeah.
precariously over, a bunch of pointy things and
Yeah,
so-
and then we also have just like random storage and like we still have all of our moving boxes and just like random stuff in the main like kitcheny big open area. But once we have the shop ready to get all of that. The plan is that all gets out, and then we can start working on that area where, we'll have like a nice
Yeah.
guest house because we'll have the one bedroom. And then the kitcheny part of the space it's big, right?
Oh yeah.
It's like probably like what, like 600, 500 square feet,
Something like
something
that.
like
Yeah.
that.
Like a big open room.
Yeah, so it's a
Nice
really
view.
good open space. It has like a sink. It has like a lot of really usable space. So, that kind of space has a lot of potential for us to develop into other stuff in the
Yeah.
future.
We
So,
we've talked about like a commercial kitchen. That could be
yeah.
like a little business where it's just like a commercial kitchen for rent, or
Yeah, so we have farm zoning. So that gives us like a special set of rules of what we can do on our property. And one of the things that we can do is we can do farm education on our property. And then we could have like a commercial kitchen if we were processing like farm like product. So like if we wanted to be like, oh, we're gonna like sell jam, we could then be able to put in a commercial kitchen, which we could then rent out as
Yeah.
a commercial kitchen, as well as use for
Yeah.
ourselves. So
Well-
there's a lot of things that we can do with that space. Just the one thing that we can't do with it is have like a one bedroom like rental.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, but
We
we
can
figure
expand our minds beyond
Yeah.
simple renting.
yeah, business opportunities.
Yep. It's one of the nice things about being so close to so many other people is, we've got this acreage, and it's not a massive acreage, but it's big enough, but we're right in the city. So it opens up like, business opportunities. If you can't make money off of some land and like a little warehouse building in the city, then,
Yeah.
you should probably get a job and not, and not try to do anything for yourself.
Are you saying I should get a job? Is that what you're saying here?
Well, when all the kids go to school and then you had like a Monday to Friday job, I'd be home by myself.
Yeah. No, I don't
You'd
think
come
so.
home mad at me every day because I'd be doing stupid stuff. I'd be like, I won't do it. And then you'd leave and there'd be like an archery course set up.
Yeah. Probably for the best that we can get this farm job working and I can be a farmer, cuz this guy not very trustworthy. This face right here. This is a guy that you don't want to leave alone with a 2,000 square foot shop.
Yeah.
What else have we been up to? Oh, we spent like way too much money. So I think we were talking on the last live about how the goal was to only spend $10,000 on the farm. But
Well, you were silly to say that.
I mean, Ian said I was allowed to spend more, so
Yeah. There's so much stuff. We went over to Kurt's house. Kurt's gonna, we're gonna buy some of the just random million things that you need when you're setting up a farm. Probably eventually some irrigation type stuff. But Kurt's downsizing his farm to more just personal and educational size, like gardening farm stuff. So he's got all this extra bulk that he doesn't need to keep anymore. And
yeah, we're pretty excited to.
Yeah.
What are the odds that you know someone who's downsizing their farm, right when you're starting up?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're asking us about the Gimbler, but I don't recognize that name, so I don't know.
What's that?
It was one of the comments.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the spider that's right by my feet.
Well, don't kill the spiders. The spider keeps the bugs out of all my fabric.
Yeah. Keep those moth holes from happening.
Yeah.
You had some cloth that got like totally devastated by moths the other day that you dug out, didn't you?
Did I? No, the cats peed on some of my fabric.
Oh, I know that.
This is like, this room stays sealed because I have like I have a lot of fabric.
Yeah.
Like
Some
Like,
some people might even say you have too much.
Ian would say I have too much. I have like 1,000 yards of fabric.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so
How many of these things do you have?
oh well, did I tell you my friend's gonna take them?
Oh.
So I made all these like baby things. These are like little baby bandana
Yeah.
things. Here, look, we can try them on. Mine has snaps.
Ooh, look at this one. This one's got a funky little dog, and I mean your fabric does have some cool patterns. There's no snaps on these though.
Yeah, I know they're not done yet. Okay, see,
Well, that doesn't
like
mean-
they're little baby bibs. But so my friend says she's gonna take them, and she's gonna sell them because she does dog agility, and she's gonna sell them to all the dog ladies as little like dog bandanas because they have like snaps on them, so they're like a safety
Yeah, they're not gonna
safety
choke.
release. So they're perfect for dogs. So
Although I don't know, I think you could if the button lined up in the right way.
yeah, but like
That's a lot.
I don't know.
I guess a dog could probably fight through that.
Yeah.
Not a little dog though,
Well.
like a Chihuahua with a big head, so it could.
Yeah,
go
but
through.
then its head would just pop through, and I would just pull off. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, my friend, I have like 200 of these, so she's gonna take them, and then maybe she'll sell them. And then
I bet
she'll
she'll
give me some
sell
money.
at least 10 of them.
Ooh, that'll be 10 less than what we currently
Yeah.
have.
How many diapers do you have?
We're Ian's gonna try to make fun of me, and
I'm saying you're bad at business. Is what I'm saying right now.
yeah, this room is crazy because it's filled to the brim with stuff.
It's
But
cool though.
This is my aspirational room.
This room-
This is my room that like one of these days I'm gonna have enough time that I can sew again,
Yeah.
and then I'll have this room with all this fabric.
This room has the nicest hardwood floors in the house.
We figured this
It's got like
room-
wide plank like hardwood floor
Yeah.
that looks really cool, and it's all windows, and it overlooks an orchard on the other side, and it gets to like 100 degrees, 180.
The 100 degrees is like nothing. Like
180 degrees.
It's like oven temperatures
in the summertime if you leave the windows open and you forget. So
or closed even.
well, like if you leave the drapes open, pardon me.
Yeah.
If sunlight can come in here in the summertime, it's just
We did a house tour video, which was like pretty educational because everyone like told us what all the weird stuff in our house was.
yeah.
And everyone said that this probably used to be like they called it like a sleeping porch because our house is like over 100 years old. And yeah, so they basically said like this was like the porch that in the summer when it's just like too hot to live inside your house, you'd like come out here and you'd sleep in it and it was like all covered, which makes sense because this is this room has no heat to it. This room like has like very very primitive type stuff going on. But yeah, so it's super cold in the winter and then super hot in the summer.
Yeah.
But it would have been cool if it was still this like covered porch area,
Yeah.
but
It serves its purpose.
then I wouldn't want to
as
store
this
my
quiet-
fabric in it
quiet place to hide from the children.
when the wind is too gusty for making good quality audio.
It's also a cat quarantine room.
Well, no, they're never allowed to go in here ever again. You're never allowed to quarantine them in here.
Well, then you should take the kitty litter out.
There's a kitty litter in here, but it's like they're like a clean, empty.
Yeah, like they can't get
Yeah.
in here, so it's been clean for like the 5 months it's been sitting there since cat quarantine time, when they're all scratching each other's faces off and going to the vet every week.
Yeah, I don't know. What else? What else have we been up to?
We've been
Oh,
cleaning up after children.
Yeah, well, I mean, you like with kids, you can never get anything done. Like our house is a constant
Yeah.
mess.
It because especially we have to like kind of let them fend for themselves for a large portion of the day to get a lot of these projects done. And so then we know that you're gonna like walk into a disaster. The other day we were outside for a while and then I came back in and Sam was using the garlic press with bananas. And then he was getting like banana juice all over the house.
Sam really likes cooking, so
Mhm.
and like he's not bad at it. He gets
that's pretty
like
good.
the concept, so I don't want to discourage him
Yeah,
from.
he's at this really destructive age where he's trying, he wants to try, and he's like, you really don't want to discourage all that because it could help in the
Yeah,
long
in
run.
the long run.
But it's really annoying right now because he's just so destructive. I gave superhero names to both of our children, and Leah's Turbo Girl because she loves running around. She has a superpower, Turbo Rocket. And Sam is he's a neutral superhero. He's neither good nor bad. He's simply agent of chaos. He is the he's chaos. He's just where he goes is destruction. It's not particularly like mean spirited destruction. It's just a path of destruction.
Yeah. It's just everywhere. Yeah, the only the only problem when their toys get less everywhere is their toys also get smaller, and then you have to deal with the stepping on Legos. We're gonna age into the stepping on Legos phase probably within a year here, which Ian I'm sure really isn't looking forward to.
No. My feet.
Yeah, Ian does not want to step on Legos.
Yep. I'm not agile enough to avoid it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I figure, like, that's our farmhouse decor. That's the joke I always make to Ian. Like, all the dirt everywhere. I'm like, that's farmhouse decor. Nothing says farm more than dirt.
Yeah.
So, just get it all over the house, and then
I got
we're fully decorated.
I got a bunch of dirt cleared out of the house today. I sweeping the floors and vacuuming, and it was like crazy how much.
Yeah, we've been walking through the kitchen because we've been like forgetting stuff with our mud boots on.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's just gonna be what happens.
yeah.
We what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about what we're starting up next, but I can't remember.
Compost. We're getting compost soon.
Yep.
We ordered compost.
How many yards of compost did we order?
40 yards.
40 yards.
We ordered 40 yards of compost.
So I can take
a literal
I can take a
mountain.
yard for pickup truck. So
I think
and
a
I could
pickup
probably
truck can hold a yard and a half.
yeah, but I got my slip tank in there. So it's all the way. It's about 40-minute drive. So by the time I do that, say 3, so I can get like 2 loads a day. So 3 weeks.
We're ordering a 40-yard dump truck worth of compost. That's coming. We didn't hear from them today. So tomorrow or Friday.
Which means I should definitely open up that gate for them to drive through.
Man, yeah, I'd be into
Raw
send 30 yards of that over our way too.
Yep.
We have all of our wood chips that we got last year.
Yeah.
And we need to.
They're gonna get spread out though.
Well, I want to mix in some manure into it, and then I got this biological like thing that you mix into like compost to make it like decompose, kind of like a starter, like a fermenting starter for compost. And I'd been saving it until we could get some manure, like kind of this time of year. But I'm pretty interested to give it a try.
Mm-hmm.
But we need some manure.
Manure.
So anyone who wants to come and learn all about the joys of shoveling manure,
yeah, we gotta talk.
Come be our woofers.
We gotta talk to our neighbors about shoveling out their chicken coop.
Yeah, though I think that they might have shoveled it out.
Yeah.
Our neighbors have chickens like right beside our fence, like right beside our parking area, and it was pretty stinky there last week when everything.
We're gonna call the greenhouse done.
Yeah. We'll have a video pretty soon,
Yeah.
like within like less than a week of the greenhouse. But yeah, so the manure was getting stinky, so I figured it meant that it was like defrosting. So I was like, Ian, we gotta go talk to our neighbors.
But we never did.
But we haven't done that yet.
They don't come like next to our fence very often, so
yeah,
we haven't really interacted with them very much.
We've chatted with them a couple times. I think that they work like Monday to Friday type thing.
Yeah.
And then they're around doing projects on the weekend. I know this last weekend they were pruning trees.
Yeah.
But we were just busy, so we didn't get over there. Everyone's pruning nonstop at this
Yeah.
point.
When you drive around in our community, you see all these like fires all over the place. Just like little, bits of smoke coming over the valley there and there and there and there. 'Cause everybody's like, pruning their orchards
Yeah,
and then
we're in the
burning all
middle of like an
their
orchard
limbs.
area, so everywhere we look is orchards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they all have all their branches that they burn up this time of year.
This is like one of the only, like I'd say this, and then there's an area in Ontario that's orchards, and that's kind of like the two main orchard areas in Canada.
Really? Like this and then kind of like the Niagara
Yeah.
stuff? I guess
There might be something in Quebec. There's probably stuff in Quebec.
yeah.
But I can't remember
I
ever
mean,
seeing.
Quebec has some like beautiful, beautiful farming
Yeah.
that you like see online.
Quebec.
I don't. I'm West Coast, so we just say Quebec. We don't even
Quebec.
try.
Yeah. I'm from Ontario, so we try and fail.
Yeah, so okay, so what we're joking about here is Quebec is an area of Canada that's French. And so like the first language in Quebec is French, not English. And so, they always are, everything's French and they make fun of us cuz we can't speak French. And then like when you try to speak French, they're like, "Oh, like what a bad accent."
But jokes on them, because they have the bad accent of France. Makes fun of their French.
Yeah, they have like Quebec has like really old school French. They like speak like a really like archaic form of French. And so when people from, like Paris come over, they, you hear people like actual French speakers that like they don't like how they speak French. So, everyone just loves being biased against each other, I suppose.
Yep. Deep down, we all hate each other.
Yeah. But like BC is the furthest is like so far from like all of that you don't run into a Quebecois very often.
Yeah.
But Ian's from Ontario, which is like the neighbor to Quebec.
To be fair, this
Fair.
this community, Kelowna has one of the largest French communities that I've seen, and
Yeah, I think
in-
that we have like one of the largest French communities
like traditionally,
like like kind of outside of
yeah,
the major
because we do
population.
have all these orchards and vineyards in this area. It's been like a seasonal labor job that's been filled by like young Quebecois as they come over and like work the like it's
like a
usually
rite
production.
of passage. Like
Yeah.
they graduate high school and they come and they like check out the West and come and like live in tents and pick fruit type thing.
Yeah, you always see all these like super rundown little sedans that with like Quebec license plates on them in the summertime.
Just packed,
Yeah.
like just sleeping bags and everything.
Yeah, like a filled with people, and then
Yeah.
a lot of them stick around in the area. Like a lot of the people we know speak French,
Yeah, we're friends with kind of like a French group of people.
and
It's
a lot
funny
of, a
though,
lot of
because-
them are like they do like agricultural type stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting the agricultural stuff in Kelowna because it's like Kelowna's like as white as you get in Canada. Kelowna's like crazy how like ethnically undiverse it is.
Yeah,
But there actually is like a lot of ethnic diversity in the people that do the agricultural work. So, it was interesting because when we were looking in this area, because I'm like a crazy researcher, so I started like going into like all this like tax stuff, and it gave you like the breakdown of like the people in this area, and it was like talking about like all the different ethnicities, and it was crazy. It had like tons of different people and different languages.
yeah.
I was really surprised how diverse like our specific neighborhood is when I looked into it. It's interesting. And then us bringing down the diversity. Oh man, tomatoes. I'm jealous.
Oh man, having tomatoes
Yeah.
on there already.
My tomatoes are like this big. I have a whole nother update video on me killing my tomato seedlings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
they are still not looking very good. You guys sent me all these kind words about having faith in me that I'd fix them, and then I haven't fixed them yet. They look really sad. I was thinking of like a title for the video, and I was thinking Serena Nell and the life-changing magic of potting up, because that's my hope that I'll pot them up and that'll
they'll
save
all come
them.
back to life.
Yeah.
The bottom watering hopefully helps.
Yeah, so what I figured out is that not only were my tomato seedlings not getting any nitrogen because they're growing in like, you know, bad soil mix, but they also were getting sunburned due to me having water on the top of the seedlings. So they were already weak because they needed some like fertility, and then I was like just sunburning them to
Yeah.
death. So
Luckily, like what you did was mostly the stuff that's
it's lucky that it was ours, so it
Yeah.
doesn't mess up my seedling sales.
Yeah.
But it's unlucky that it was ours because it messes up our
tomatoes.
seedlings. And some of the
we're
stuff
gonna-
was
we're
like
gonna plant-
expensive seeds.
we're gonna plant so many tomatoes. I'm sure lots of them will do like quite well. We're gonna have so many tomatoes. We're gonna have so.
Ian says so many, like we're gonna be drowning, and I'm like, we're only going to plant 200 tomato plants. Ian's like, we're gonna have so many, and I'm like, we're only having too many.
Yeah.
Or 200, not too many.
Well,
Never too many.
We used to have
We
like,
never have too
we
many.
used to have like 50.
Yeah, like 50 is like a completely reasonable.
50 is reasonable.
Like I have like a small backyard garden.
Mhm.
Like all I grow in it is 50 tomatoes. Like that is like normal.
Well,
But-
you know what I like to say.
Yes, I do know what you like to say.
We're tomato-based life forms. We eat a lot of tomatoes. It's one of our like staple foods. So to be able to like grow it all ourselves is fine. And that
I feel like-
it stores so well that I can control my jealousy over other people having little tomatoes on their tomato plants already, because we grow a bunch and then we store it in, but we like can it and then we also freeze it so that we can like eat it year
basil
round.
too.
And
Yeah.
so,
I mean, but we're
like,
out. So
we are out.
so we normally we grow enough tomatoes every year that we have like 100% of our tomato consumption like homegrown. And that was like our 50 tomato plant thing.
Yeah.
That was enough to give us 100% of our consumption. But
Yeah.
last year we didn't really have a garden, so we weren't able to grow tomatoes other than some for snacking.
Yeah.
So we got no preserving done. So like
But
it's been dry times. It's been very
to be
very-
fair, you did do a pretty good job the year before at like pumping out.
Yeah, we did have a
ton
little-
of
we-
tomatoes. So it only
Yeah.
recently ran out, which is not bad. Like a year and a half.
yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. There's gonna be
I'm
lots of goodies
jonesing.
coming out.
I'm
soon.
jonesing though.
It's been
Ugh,
such a
got the
long
twitch.
haul
I need it.
because we had that year of bad diet, so
Oh,
we're so
We
ready for all
got
the
so
good stuff.
fat last year.
Mhm.
We worked so hard and got so fat because we're
We're-
so used to eating vegetables out of the garden. We have vegetables in the garden, so we eat what's in the garden. But we didn't have that, so we ate so badly last summer. And then we always eat badly in the winter anyways, because it's the winter and you need to eat badly to make it through.
Yeah.
But we need homegrown food.
Yeah.
You get so
Well-
used to it. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long to get like for it to feel just completely normal.
I think pretty soon
And then
we're
to be
gonna be
without
having
it, it just-
spinach coming out like crazy.
Yeah. Next
We're
week
gonna-
we'll have spinach.
We're gonna have our green onions are really taking off.
Yeah, I think a week and a half to 2 weeks, and then we'll have walking onions to eat.
Yeah.
I think 2 weeks, and we might have giant red mustard.
When's Choi?
A month
You know
probably
what I
to
am.
Choi. Ian's a Choi boy.
I'm a Choi boy.
So we've been okay. So like we always say, like the tomato-based life form is like our constant joke. Which we think is funny, and other people.
I've never heard anyone laugh at it.
No, and people are always like, maybe on Instagram.
Oh,
People on
okay.
Instagram like do you, okay, how about this? If you guys think that tomato-based life form is funny, give this video a thumbs up so we can know if it's actually funny or not. But I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think is hilarious about it is how true it is, because literally we eat we eat homegrown tomatoes every day. Like, and I was
Yeah.
talking to someone who wanted to know like what we eat, and I was like, basically, oh, there we go. People like it. Basically, all we eat is like pasta. We just eat tomato pasta.
Yeah.
Like literally, like we like on Monday we'll have tomato pasta, and then on like Tuesday we'll like have like tomato based soup.
Yeah.
And then on Wednesday we'll go and we'll have like tomato pasta again. And then
Or how about one of your like pesto pastas, a pesto pasta salad with
yeah.
sun-dried tomatoes.
that's like, yeah. But that's like more of a spring thing. We do like basically all we eat is like pasta with tomatoes in it.
And soon we're gonna be able to make the pasta ourselves.
Yeah, we're the most excited about chickens so that we have eggs so that we can make pasta. That seems like one of like the good ways to use up eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Anyways, okay, but so for the
Tomato-based.
tomato-based life form. Okay, so I think it's hilarious because literally like probably there's a good chance that if you were to like chemically analyze our bodies, we would in fact be a tomato-based life form. But so I was saying to Ian that we should make a t-shirt that is like tomato plant and then it says tomato-based life form. Because I think that would be funny and
Yeah.
I want to wear that.
What about a t-shirt that says Troy Boy?
Maybe
With
maybe we need two. Maybe we need Troy Boy also. Yeah, but I think that's hilarious. So
We're in Canada. For anyone.
I've been saying to people, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
To. Okay, so what are people saying? You respond back to the comments.
People like tomatoes as well.
Okay.
Interactive.
Literally, I probably could like just talk about how much I love tomatoes. Like we could do like a 24-hour live stream.
What's your favorite tomato?
It'd be like Serena stays up all night, like talking about how much she loves tomatoes.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, Juliet. You guys all know that. If you've been around here, you know my favorite tomato is Juliet. I like that would for sure take up at least 6 hours
Okay.
to thoroughly explain how much I love Juliet tomato. I'd need hours.
What's your favorite part of the tomato? The skin, the meat, the slime, or the seeds?
I don't know. I celebrate the entire catalog.
Yeah.
You know, like people who always want like the thin skinned tomatoes. I want to I want to be chewing
Yeah.
and like I want to like feel a skin.
I like eating the seeds.
Yeah,
I love
the seeds too.
And
you know,
like we don't take the skin off for a lot of the
yeah,
ways that
like we always use skin on tomato sauce,
Mhm.
and then you get like the skins.
Yeah, the skins are super
Yeah.
good.
I know our kids don't like the skins, but we like the skins.
Yeah, we don't really care what they like.
Yeah, and like, do not can tomatoes with skins on because that is a botulism risk.
Yeah.
Don't do
But
it.
you can freeze them with it on.
Yeah, or I can them, but don't do it. Don't learn canning from me. Tomato talk with Serena and Choy Boy.
The
Choy Boy is so fun. So the Choy Boy is like it's like a vegan thing to say that you're a soy boy. It's like that's like a joy. But soy boy also means that like it's kind of like you're not a real man. You're
Yeah.
like
yeah,
so like it's like, oh, you're like a girly boy is to call someone like a soy boy. It's kind of like an insult. So
we were just eating so much choy last spring that
Cho-
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
I'm
took it
like, so a big part of our farm plan is spring and choy, and it seems like a lot of people say that unless you have like an Asian community, that Like
Joy Boy's the big
it's
winner.
killing me seeing you guys like write it, seeing it like written on the screen is, it's so funny. Okay, but yeah, so we're obsessed with choy. Choy is supposed to be a really bad like market vegetable, but like we're so obsessed with choy and we love it so much that we figure that
We're gonna convert.
we'll be able to sell it because we're literally going to be at the market and being like, oh, that like, oh my god, it's the best vegetable you've ever eaten, and we're going to be like, everyone's going to be like, I never knew anyone could be so passionate about about choy, and then they'll be convinced to buy it from us.
It is a great oyster sauce sponge.
Oh man, you were like, oh yeah, it's basically a good receptacle for. It's so. Okay, a recipe for choy. Take choy, throw it in a pot, like put like an inch of water in the bottom, put the lid on, steam it for like 5 minutes, open up pot, pour a bunch of oyster sauce in it, and then like serve. Like repeat every day.
Yeah.
And maybe sometimes add tomato sauce on the side. Yeah, bok choy. There's like a whole different like
there's lots of them and there's different ways to eat them.
Yeah, so like I have no idea the language, but it'd be like bok choy is like a specific type of choy. Mm-hmm. But then there's like, so different
pak choy, isn't it?
Yeah, pak choy and su chum and like su choy, like there's a bunch of different stuff. So we say choy because
like the whole category.
Because we're growing like a whole bunch of different
celebrate
things.
The whole catalog of choice.
A giant bok choy. Well, I'm thinking. So we got a logo made for You Can't Eat the Grass. Like we got like something done and drawn up because we wanted to like make like You Can't Eat the Grass shirts. Because I want. Like, I'm gonna print up some, like, Red Roof Farm shirts also for us to be able to wear to the market. So we, like, have, like, branding. So people are like, those people, they match their sign.
Yes, let me buy vegetables from them.
But so we made up, like, I got, like, an illustration done for the You Can't Eat the Grass, too. And because I was like, well, I'm gonna order t-shirts, like, I'll order some of those so I can check them out. So we have some of that coming, but yeah, so the plan is we're gonna wear like Red Roof Family Farm t-shirts for when we're at the market, and that'll be our flair. That'll be our classy amount of flair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's really like one of the main things we eat in the spring is we do like a bunch of greens and stuff, and then we'll just kind of do stir fries, or we'll make like a stir fry and then add like pasta to it. So it'll be almost, like a vegetable pasta type thing, and then do more of the Italian type flavors, less of like the soy sauce.
Sometimes we'll just make like a big pile of a single type of green, and then we'll just eat that.
Yeah. We eat like 100 pounds of walking onions. So like
the walking onions are really
when
good.
We talk about green onions or like have green onions in videos, it's always the walking onions. And the reason why we love them is that they're like we were saying, we'll be eating them in a week and a half here.
They're a perfect being.
They're a perennial. They're like a cold hardy perennial. I think they go to like zone 4.
Yeah.
Or zone 3 that they're hardy to. They're and they like, if you leave them, they have like babies that then fall down and grow like 1 million of them. So what we do is we grow them and we just use them as green onions. But like one of our favorite spring recipes is we just pull out the walking onions, we like snip off the roots, and we cover a pan. Oh, sorry. We put a pan of just like a mountain, like literally, like here's the pan and it's like a mountain.
Yeah, we have a bigger pan this year, so we'll be able to do more.
Green onions, and then we pour like a bucket of olive oil on it, and then salt and pepper, and we just stick it in the oven until they wilt, and like we eat that.
Yeah.
and that'll like we'll eat that, and then we'll have like a pot of steamed choy with oyster sauce,
And that would be a meal.
and that'd be like a meal that we eat.
Yeah.
About the kombucha, if you're finding your kombucha's too sweet, it probably isn't ready yet. Like kombucha, like the sugar has to get converted into like booze and vinegar. So if your kombucha, like basically all ferments, you do them by taste. So if your ferment, if you're making sauerkraut but it's not sour yet, then it means it's not ready. And so with the kombucha, just, after it's been a certain amount of time, just every day, like test it until it's to the flavor that you like. And then that's when you know it's ready. But kombucha is fussy because it likes warmer weather. So, like, I know for me in the winter, even though I keep my house like stupid hot, it takes 2 weeks for kombucha to be ready for me. So, that's.
Should we mention quickly just about the other channel in case anyone here?
Oh yeah, if anyone's here and you don't know, this is basically the only communicating we can do on this channel. If any of you guys are watching like the replay, like the comments are completely shut down on this channel. Like we can't put we can't have comments on any new videos that we release, and our comments are permanently turned off on any of our older videos. And it's because we have kids in our videos, and YouTube is doing a thing about basically just shutting down comments on content that has kids in it. But we still like to talk to you guys, so we started a second channel. This channel, it looks exactly the same, but we changed the title the name of this channel.
Yeah.
This is now You Can't Eat the Grass vlogs. And we started a new channel which looks exactly the same because we changed the avatar. We just used the same avatar, and then it's You Can't Eat the Grass. And so that's where we are going to be putting up like the majority of our newer videos. That's where we're going to be putting up all the content about like gardening and farming, because then you guys can make comments, and the kids won't ever be in those videos just to protect that. The kids are laughing.
When you're like, is that like
is that a scream
sad
or is that a laugh
or a happy? And then you get confirmation it was happy. You're like,
yes.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that explains it.
Yeah, and
go if you haven't subscribed to our other channels and you want to see like more of our farm content, head over there.
Yeah. But don't I think I had a few people who were confused. Yeah, don't unsubscribe from this channel. This is still like
if you like the vloggy type stuff, then like we're gonna keep putting that out because we make a lot of those videos. We want to still make them just for ourselves
any
too.
Stuff that has the kids in it. Like we still want to like the video that I put out the other day. Like I think it's cute to see like the kids in the garden, and I think it's important to share with people the fact that you can still actually do stuff with kids in the garden. So yeah, there's definitely there's still stuff coming up on this channel. It's like Ian's greenhouse video we're probably gonna put up on this channel.
Really?
Yeah, we've got to complete the trilogy.
That's
But yeah, so don't unsubscribe. We're still coming here. It's just we like having the comments. You guys always have so many good tips for us. You're always like, you guys are idiots. Like you stacked your wood wrong, and then we go and we restack our wood. Thanks. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we like the engagement.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why we do it.
And I know there's like a bunch of you here that actually like know about farming. So like. For me, like, I'm super excited for having you guys all come along as I'm learning how to farm, because I basically, like, have a bunch of you guys out there who, like, are going to, like, efficiency analyze my movements and be like, you're doing it wrong. You need, like,
yeah.
I'm gonna have, like, a whole crew of farm supervisors, like, helping me out. Oh, that's
no longer happy.
He can come up here. That's another nice thing about doing the live videos on this channel. It's because our kids love being in the videos.
You want another orange?
He's hungry. Sam's down there crying because he wants more snacks. We made chili cheese fries for dinner tonight. Yeah. I really like doing the live videos with you guys. I think it's super fun when there's like, when we can like actually talk like this. It's hard sometimes to like read to catch all the comments and also like be talking. It always helps when I have Ian here because it kind of we like tag team, like one person can quickly read everything while the other person's like telling a story or something. But yeah, it's definitely fun to get to do the live chats and everything with you. Well, yeah, I mean, we definitely got to show our mistakes. I feel like us showing our mistakes is like the biggest value that we can provide to you guys because like there's, the one thing I can guarantee that Ian and I are good at is making mistakes. And I think it's hilarious. I think it's so funny. Like cuz we edit the videos, so we get to go back and see, like, we're starting a job and we're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be great, well it'll be done in a day, like it'll take nothing, it'll be so easy. And then you watch how it unfolds, like, in the same way that you guys get to see the video and see it unfold, I get to watch it unfold as I'm editing through the stuff, and it always makes me laugh. Like I definitely I don't need to take myself very seriously to make it through, so I can enjoy laughing at myself along with you guys too. So about water kefir, I saw that. I've never done it before. I've been so happy with the kombucha that I've kind of stuck with that. I did do um haha, yeah, I wish editing only took 30 minutes. More like 30 hours. But yeah, okay, so water kefir, I've never done water kefir, and I'm not super interested in like doing any of like the milk ferments. Like maybe if I was like trying to make cheese, I'd then start looking into doing some sort of like dairy fermenting more for like being able to do the actual cheese. But we have no source for milk, and it's not like we have any plans for getting the like a goat or anything anytime soon. Well, I've done yogurt. Yogurt's easy. All you do is like mix yogurt into milk. Um, but yeah, so like I've been so happy with the kombucha. I've stuck with the kombucha. But so I made a ginger bug. And I did it in the middle of the night. I did it at like 2 in the morning, so I didn't I didn't film it. So I figured it would be like my test run, and it made like really really good ginger beer. And so I was super happy with it. So I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna make an entire video about it, and then I'll share that one with you guys because I think the ginger bug is good because it's like you don't need a culture. Like the one thing about the kombucha, like one of our biggest kombucha or one of our biggest videos on our channel is one where I phrased talking about kombucha in a really weird way, and it kind of made it sound like I did a live capture on kombucha. And so I think like I'm clickbaiting people into checking out that video more so than what I was like hoping to do with the video. Because you can't live capture kombucha. You need to start with a kombucha culture. But the ginger bug, or the like, to do ginger beer, and you can use the ginger bug to make any sort of for like
The ginger
carb.
bug.
You can use it to make any sort of carbonated, drink. You can, all you need is ginger and some time to capture the yeast. So, that one's kind of exciting to share because it's not like, but I think with the water kefir, it's also like the kombucha. You need to get the grains from what I understand to be able to keep making it, and then it grows, but um you know, I'm I'm struggling just with the kombucha. Like I've totally killed off all my kombucha cultures
We've just
there.
been so busy.
Yeah, we've been so busy. And I find that like I like to have a carbonated drink. I'm not a beer drinker. But like having the kombucha definitely made me understand people like cracking a beer like when they get home after work, like because I was totally like, oh, it's so refreshing on on a hot afternoon to just like open up like a
Mhm.
kombucha and have this like carbonated
Yeah.
like
Like
snack
normally
drink.
you just go and get a Pim's cup.
Well, no, I don't do that, but
Maybe we should.
oh, quail, that's fun. Yeah. I mean, so there's another our chickens. I know we need Greg Brown. He always pesters us
Yeah.
about the chickens.
The
He's been on us for a year.
the things are clearing out of the way, and chickens are
Yeah.
very quickly becoming the focus of our efforts very soon.
Yeah. So the one thing about the chickens is that so we need a spot to keep the chicks, which we have because we have like all like we have a house. We have a house for cats, so it can get turned into a house for chicks. Um, but it's full of garbage. So basically, like the timeline for
Yeah.
chickens is like Ian had to prep my farm for me. The farm became number one priority because on my farm plan. I'm supposed to be planting in ground April 1st.
Yeah.
Which meant I needed like a prepped farm by then, and I had snow like last week.
So
That's almost done. That's
now
like,
chickens are rising in importance.
yeah, so now that the farm's done, Ian needs to start working on
Chickens.
cleaning the shop.
Oh, clean the shop.
Cleaning
the
farm sinking as it's finished, then shop needs to get organized so
And-
that the tools can get moved into
Oh, here comes
the shop,
chickens.
and then chickens.
And then what comes after that? Wash station.
Wash station, definitely. I'm slightly so I'm the farmer. I'm the like market gardener. I'm the boss of the farm. And I told Ian cuz I'm like I don't have the brain power to keep all of that in my head. The computer can't have that many tabs. My internet can't have that many tabs open before the program crashes. So Ian, I told him he was in charge of chickens. But Ian's brain can't work in the winter. So
Yeah.
yeah, because he's too tired from work. So he also he needs to figure out chickens. But my worry is Ian's also my slave for building me things.
Yeah.
So I'm worried that if we get chickens, then
I don't think the chickens will take too much time.
yeah.
It'll be a time investment up front, and then it'll just be a little bit of looking after them every day. It'll be maintainable.
Yeah, I'm like so.
And then once we can get them out in the field, I have to build a big chicken coop, which is going to be a bit tough because I need to figure out how to do it without. Because Serena wants it on a
Yeah,
trailer.
so we're gonna build a chicken coop on a trailer because what's happening is we're gonna get like 50 like production reds, and they're gonna live in this chicken coop that we're gonna drag around, and we're gonna try to use them to murder off a bunch of grass and other stuff. But the long run plan is that we're not like no one family is gonna eat 50 chickens worth of eggs. We mostly want the 50 chickens just so that
We don't have much for predators.
well, we don't know. I mean, there's
our neighbors have chickens.
Yeah.
Our neighbors have a flock that last year
there's like hawks
was
and
like
eagles that are always like circling around, but like we've never seen the neighbors lose a chicken. And there's coyotes too. But
Usually they don't come
that's like
into
a
our yard.
nighttime. No, they're in our yard all the time.
No, all the time.
Okay, Ian doesn't know because he wasn't here in the winter, but the coyotes are in our yard all the time because I saw their footprints in the snow. They're running
But
both across our property and down our
the
property.
best thing that we don't have is cougars, because there are cougars in some of the farms, like over by the airport, which we just
Really?
look across the valley. Yeah.
Oh.
And the cougars come down like those hills that you can see over there in the areas that the forest actually touches, like somebody's farmland.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna build like a proper chicken coop. Like we're not gonna be we're gonna be building
I want to
like
build
a
it
house.
once. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a house for chickens. So
Have a little
because
chicken
of
furnace, a little
that,
chicken kitchen.
because of that, I'm not super concerned about the nighttime predators because it's going to be completely closed in. It's not going to be a chicken tractor. It's not going to be like
We are going to do chicken tractors for meat birds.
yeah, we've talked about doing meat birds and just having like a chicken tractor that can get dragged around. But the nighttime the predators shouldn't be an issue because the chickens will be in their coop. You know, we just have to close it up.
Yeah.
And I wanna get one of
And-
those like automated, like the solar chicken
Yeah.
doors. I want to get
We'll
one of those so we
probably
don't have
have
to actually go out there and do it.
About a three quarters of an acre that they'll be roaming around in.
Well, they're gonna have to get sectioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're also they're gonna have to be fenced in. So like we're gonna have to get some sort of temporary fencing that
Yeah.
can get moved around because
They definitely
the
can't go into our garden.
our garden isn't gonna be fenced. The chickens are gonna be fenced. But yeah,
we should wrap it up because
yeah, okay. So what we want to do for the chicken coop is that we want to build it on an actual trailer, like on a like we're
I almost
looking-
bought a boat trailer yesterday.
Yeah, we were looking for like car trailer, like little box trailers, but now we're like, oh, boat trailers because the price seems to be a little bit better, and so we're literally gonna build like a shed on a trailer, and then the reason why we're gonna do that is so we only need to build a chicken coop once. It can get dragged around by our truck to wherever we want it on the property. And then when it's all said and done, it can get dragged to wherever its final resting place is. And then it can, just live
out
there.
its days.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't want a dog because
Our neighbors have the perfect dog to like help us with our yard because it's a border collie that just barks all day, and it just sits at the little bush line at the back of the properties and it just barks
yeah.
at nothing. It barks at trees. It barks at the wind.
Yeah. I mean, if we had to, we'd get a dog.
Yeah.
It's our plan. Literally, we're getting production reds because the plan would be to sell or call them after 2 years because the basically we're getting a flock of egg layers to sell eggs.
I'm getting
but
hungry.
Okay, fine. I'll finish up. Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
So we'll go. Okay, so go prep up dinner then. Go put some chili and some cheese on the fries and rebake it. Yeah, we're cat
temperature?
people.
350?
We have, yeah, like 350. We have 6 cats, and it's just so our 6 cats already cost so much money. So to get a dog is very expensive too. A dog's even more expensive than cats, and then we only want to have the flock of 50 chickens for 2 years, and then at that point we're not gonna be doing anything with eggs other than like have a family flock. And so at that point we'd call off the production reds, and then we'd get in one of those like mixed breed group of like the ones that you can eat, and also they're good egg layers and they're pretty, and do the mixed eggs, like kind of like the homesteading chicken thing. So the plan is we're going to do that. So we wouldn't want to get a dog because dogs, you don't call your dog off after 2 years. And it's just it's just something else to add into the mix. If we have a dog, then we have to take care of a dog, and yeah, it's it's a lot of work. But yeah, we're definitely excited about the chickens. Like the kids are excited too, and we've we talked about like eating chickens and eating animals and stuff with the kids, and they're all into that. So we're excited to get them having fun along with that, learning more about like where meat comes from. They know very well where vegetables come from, so it'll be fun to be able to teach them those other life cycles and things like that, as well as having all those eggs. It's gonna be amazing to have all those eggs. But yeah, so I'm gonna get going. Uh, we haven't eaten dinner yet. It's probably a bit after 7 now. But yeah, so we have a couple of videos coming out of this coming up week. So if I don't think I have a link down below to the new channel, but just to repeat, a lot of the stuff that we're doing is going to be put out on the new channel. So make sure to subscribe to that if you haven't already. I've been trying to include the new channel in like the cards on the videos that I release here. But now that I'm talking about it, I should probably get it into my descriptions. But yeah, definitely jump over there. I think like we only have about 300 people there, and I think there's about 1,000 of you guys who actually watch our stuff. I know we have 8,000 subscribers, but I assume 7,000 of them are subscribed because they liked me talking about cloth diapers, and then 1,000 of you guys are here to hear me obsess about being a tomato-based life form. Okay, so the new name of the channel is You Can't Eat the Grass, and it's the exact same avatar, which is what I think is confusing people. And this we changed to You Can't Eat the Grass vlogs. But yeah, so you might have watched the video and just not realized that you weren't subscribed. But yeah, so that's the spiel on that. Yeah, gotta go eat dinner with the Choi boy. Oh, that joke kills me. Okay, but thank you so much for joining us, and we will do another live next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will chat with you all again then.